game. We know that Comoros are second on the log and Zambia are bottom of the log. But Comoros have done their business. What is expected today?
Yeah, as you were saying, Promax, Zambia are still struggling in this Cosafa Cup this time. As
up against their neighbors, Swaziland. And Eswatini is a side that have proved to be a handful, and hopefully they will just take the foot off the pedal against Bafana Bafana, because it will always be embarrassing when the hosts are out of the tournament. And I'm not alone. I'm joined by Andile Mbenyani. Mbenyani is the man that played here, knows the pitch. Good conditions for these two teams. Very, very important game too.
Yeah, really, it's a crucial game for both teams because each and every team wants to win today, so that can be on the top in the group, which is so crucial.
Yeah, you're talking about the group that's so crucial. And looking at what it looks like, 2 points all the way and then 2 draws, and everything is just 2. Most importantly is to break that ice.
Yes, that's true, because if you see, like in this group, all the teams are struggling to score goals, which is today we might see goals because everyone wants to win today.
You say today we might see goals. Yes, we saw goals earlier on in the earlier games. So Bafana arrived. Hopefully they didn't arrive at the stadium but pitched for the occasion, because the occasion is bigger than just arriving.
Yes, you see the boys, the way they are today, even in the warm-up, you can see that they mean business today. As the coach, you see that he wants to play Sivanyoni with someone that is going to sniff around him so that we can get goals.
Interesting you're talking about Sibanyoni as we see them coming out of the bus. He's the man that the coach was even saying, if they had played to his strength, he's obviously one of those lanky strikers that becomes a target. And that target that has to knock the balls down. What he is mainly commenting about is he's got no players. Well, he's got, but he didn't use them. Now he's got them today to play around all those knockdowns, second balls. Very important.
Yes, Cupido is there today, which is also available. Is a player that takes people on, which is he's been doing well. He's been doing well so far.
He's been doing well, but will he do well against Eswatini? Because Eswatini now also have the captain Manana leading them, and also having Piliso, the man that has always been making them play in the middle of the park. So this is just a side that is buoyed by the fact that they're playing against Bafana. You know how often always people want to beat the opposition.
Yeah, even for Eswatini today, they really want to win against Bafana. Also, you just mentioned their captain Manana, a solid player indeed. He's making them also to play, also Piliso.
Well, making them also to play. But the coaches, do they think that their players can rise to the occasion? Helman, a big one today. It's the last throw of the dice, if you want to call it that.
Mamafa, it is a big one. It is a do or die situation. As we anticipate a tough game, but for us, what is in our minds is to make sure that we have to win this game.
The second game, you obviously wanted to win, and you had flaws here and there. What have you changed between then and this one?
I would say first and foremost, we work on our tactical approach. That was the first one, and the second one, we had to beef up more striking force. So we make sure that we come up with 2 strikers, or natural strikers. That will also help us to ensure that we pin their defense up high to allow our attacking midfielders, to join in. That, I believe, will help us in creating more goal-scoring opportunities.
Talking about goal-scoring opportunities, I'm just trying to pick my memory that when you speak, I listen. You spoke in the last time we spoke about the balls that are played aerially for your top striker, and the guys were not finding him. And are they likely to find him today?
Yeah, that is one of the aspects that we worked on. And first and foremost, as I said, that we wanted to make sure that when we play those long balls, then there must be players that are coming in to anticipate the second ball. So we work on that training, but at the same time bringing in personnel that can also adapt or make those runs or anticipate those second balls and make sure that they finish it on target.
Coach, before we even talk about the lock, let's talk about the mindset today. Any one of the four can go through.
True marks, tough group, everybody at 2 points. What a game.
It's going to be an interesting game because your approach will also be depending what's happening elsewhere. And that will be interesting, how Mozambique goes with their story too.
We are positive. We told ourselves that qualifying is on our own hands. We are not watching or praying for any other game, what will happen. We are just focused and positive that we just need a win.
Interesting you say you are not watching. And the coach of Comos shared with us that someone was listening for him. Are you not going to be having your ears somewhere to know what to do here? Or just focusing here?
No, Max. We are just focused in this game. Then at the end, we'll then see what happened.
The 2024 Cosafa Cup host South Africa go into their last match of Group A against Eswatini with both in need of goals and 3 points at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, as all sides in the group stand a knockout stage chance and each side on equal footing on 2 points. A good day, a dramatic day. It may very well turn out to be here as far as Group A is concerned here, as well, those that have turned out here in favor, of course, of the host nation South Africa hope for a good showing against a side they've never lost to in the Hollywood-based Cosafa Cup, that being Eswatini. On 6 occasions, these two nations have played in the Cosafa Cup, and on those 6 occasions, South Africa has won on 6 of those, and they've scored 15, conceding just 3. So they'll be hoping it's more of the same from a South African point of view. Those that have turned out in the stands, hoping South Africa, of course, will score plenty of goals and march on through to the knockout stages, knowing very well that should things not go their way, South Africa could still find themselves not going beyond this group. Early on in the day, we saw both Zambia and Zimbabwe falling out of Group B in what has been a rather big surprise. Yeah, so for Eswatini and the likes thereof, they'll be hoping the hits just keep coming in as far as upsets in what has been a Cosafa Cup full of surprises. As they make their way out of the tunnel, both these sides, South Africa to the right of your picture, Eswatini to the left, and they'll be lining up here. And both these nations will know the opening exchange is crucial in the early momentum. This is a group where goals have been hard to come by, and all concerned on the day, including those out at the Isaac Wolfson Stadium, will be hoping for goals. Now, time for the national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Eswatini. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of South Africa.
The last time these two sides met was last year out in Durban. And while South Africa walking away 2-1 winners then with Mabasa grabbing a brace. You remember Mabasa went on to score 3 goals in the tournament and ended amongst the top goal scorers. So, Eswatini coming across here to go through the formalities before getting this game underway for South Africa. So crucial for them as the host nation. They'll feel to have a performance, a really good performance where they're scoring goals and entertaining the crowd that has turned out. So they have made a few changes. Herman Kelele and his technical team, Cupido coming into what is a 3-man midfield. Watch out for Rhodes as well, who makes his way into a starting berth here. Simanyoni keeps his place in the sharpest end of the South African attack. Velebai was exciting and has been exciting over the last 2 games and really has been a threat. And out in the defense, Dudley and Mulesani will look to keep things nice and tight as they have for the most part in this tournament. The officials, Brighton Chimene from Zimbabwe is the referee, assisted by Jerson De Santos from Angola. The second assistant is Aswit Tilak from Mauritius. The fourth official, Bushra Kabubi from Mauritius.
You want the ball or you want to score? So you want to score this side. So you get the ball scored this side.
They have it. The 2 captains have had their go at it here. So for Eswatini, looking to make a bit of history by trying to be the first side to get the beating for South Africa in the Cosafa Cup. They will have Makakula coming into midfield, looking to, well, keep things moving from a creative standpoint. Then Mavuso want to watch out for, especially from a dead ball situation that have 2 up front in Katera as well as Masangani, whilst Manana and Piliso will be the men that will look to come into the overlapping runs, also making it a back 5 when they are defending. Well, Herman Kelele making it clear when speaking to Max Mampanyani, it's about winning and registering goals here to make it easy at the end of the day here, whilst for Sfiso Ntibani says what a game it promises to be, the man in charge of this Eswatini team.
Says, I wonder if you've noticed the coach Sfiso Ntibani there. He just had a little prayer, just a little mumbling to himself. And we all need prayers today, don't we?
Yeah. All 4 sides, if you aren't in the know, on 2 points. That's all the 4 sides that are involved in Group A. Yet to produce a winner. Today there must be winners here. They'll feel to finish top of the group and advance on through to the knockout stages. Keep in mind, with Group B having been done and dusted, and well, 6 points for the visiting side from the east, and to be in Kenya, it means that you need to finish top in this group if you are to move on through. Early momentum here could very well be crucial, as well as the opening goal of this encounter. Eswatini have given a good account of themselves at times, lucky not to have found the back of the net. Keep in mind, out at the Isaac Wilson Stadium, Botswana and Mozambique are at it in their attempts to try and score goals and finish top of the group. Now, good movement from deep here. There could be a chance on for South Africa win the first corner inside the first minute. Nice run from the midfield areas then from Ashley Cupido. Took it nicely in his stride.
These are the intentions that you have to show, but follow up on them. And Cupido did very well there. Putting pressure on opposition gets them to make mistakes early, Sizwe. And an odd goal could also make a difference, even though we want more. We'll never stop asking for goals, will we?
No. They do make the footballing world go round and round. Mulise has been in charge of just about all corner duties in this cup competition, swinging one into the near post. Keeper came, then he was not looking all too convincing. It's gone up for yet another corner. Cupido amongst those battling for it inside that box has a very nice presence about him. to add to the likes of Sibanyoni that are threats in the air, totally as well. What do you say? We'll get a third corner in succession. Man who's played every minute of the Cosafa Cup so far is Medise. Near post, there's the opener. Met beautifully on the near post, and in South Africa and opened the scoring with Otabang Sibanyoni.
That's what we were talking about, Sizwe, the importance of pressure and the man that Hellman was building his game around, and today it has paid off because Sibanyoni won that aerial battle. We know what he can do with these aerial balls.
Well, that's what he's about, and he's a man who needs good service to take advantage of his aerial strength and how well he met that on the near post. Time and again we've spoken of not only how good he is in the air, but how well he moves in the box. Then look at his movement attacking that near post.
He came running from just 4 or 5 steps into that box. He was already in the box, but waited for the ball and then timed it so perfectly. And that's how you score. You don't just stand and say, I'm tall, it will come to me. You go to it.
Perfect ball played in by Modise, who picks up the assist. His first of the Cosafa Cup, being from Modise, assists, first goal for Sibanyoni, and a perfect start for South Africa here in the early stages when in need of goals. They score inside the opening 3. And now looking to extend that lead as they look to ride the early wave here. Burn operating in the middle of the park early with the ball in. It was lacking in quality. No, there are enough bodies inside that box in all reality to take advantage of it. Hardly had a chance to get into their stride. Eswatini is already a goal down here in this encounter. Now battle on in the middle of the park then, with Eswatini able to keep it moving. Are slowly getting into their rhythm here. The men in white and blue. Gift Kamete here on this near side. Good pressure. Eswatini then hoping to force the error. Again, strong play by Matuludi. Up to win it back here for the South Africans. No changes to that back four right from the opening day, and with good reason. Melissa and Matulidi doing a good job out in the wide areas. Dorothy and Melissa and he have formed a good relationship in the middle of the field. Taking the time about things here. Eswatini with Tamini now looking to move it into the middle of the park. They can't play the young men from Eswatini. Impressively holding on to it here. Anana. Finding it difficult to get over that halfway line and keep South Africa on the back foot. There's the ball out wide to Piliso. Again, South Africa keeping their shape well here and looking to force the error. There's Sibanyoni forcing Eswatini to go further back. Now, good movement here on the near side. It's Eswatini and getting numbers into that box. And strong work defensively by Matuludi. Forcing them backwards here on the near side. They'll try the far, or is it straight down the middle for the men in white and blue. Stretching that defense now, and well, all that hard work, all that patience comes to an end here with the flag going up with the near side official, Jason De Santos, spotting the offside. Should be doing much better on that occasion. Spelero Piriso. Semi-finalists last year, the South Africans running a real risk of not getting out the group stages this year, coming into the final round of matches. Last won this tournament in 2021, ending what was a 3-4 year wait. Now, problems for Sibanyoni in just about every game. He's taken knocks and gone to ground here, and it's worrying that a lot of the time it's knocks to the face or head that are a problem for him. Even in the playoffs, it was the case for the University of Pretoria against the likes of Baroka and Richards Bay.
Yeah, not really concerned because I know that this is the price you pay when you're playing for that. When you're playing in that position, I'll tell you why it's the price you pay. When everyone else does the dirty job, you get praised as strikers, scoring goals. You get the awards. But you've got to pay some price along the way, and this is part of the price. We call it small change, this one. There are bigger ones.
10 men on the field for the time being here for the South Africans. Spiso Dimani, the Eswatini coach. I've been concerned with the side conceding early, but the way they've responded over the last 5 minutes, their ability to hold on to the ball will be something of encouragement for them. Belabai turning into trouble. Eswatini again. They look to recycle it, working all the way back to Kolani Gama, the goalkeeper of Green Mamba. For the South Africans, they played their first 5 Cosafa Cups without winning the tournament. It was only in 2002 when they won their first. Eswatini closely watched and in the end fouled by wasn't Peter Strongway of the Eager. The Antigans in the Hotspurs man. Skill didn't quite work out, and well, he had nowhere to go really.
He was a nuisance in the game before this on the left-hand side. It's unfortunate that South Africa didn't profit a lot from him, but he was really a live wire.
Well, that was out of the eyes of Wolfson Stadium, where we had a lovely crowd, lovely turnout, of course, getting behind South Africa. He certainly did entertain the crowd. But he said this, looking for his second assist of the match. That's what he able to clear. It could hit here on the counter-attack if they get it right on the up and up. That's good work. Tracking back then from a South African point of view. On the defensive front inside the opening 10. South Africa haven't put a foot wrong as yet. Totally. Olisani. Pace out to the far side, looking for the 1-2, uses a decoy then as the ball goes in towards the top of the box, but can't find Banyoni. Absolutely getting on one of his marauding runs out on that right back position on the far side. Today he will be combining with Rhodes of Cape Town City, who's one of the changes coming into this match.
South Africa is just making them, making the Eswatini side to struggle because they just press them from their own half, and they battle to just find that space. They've got this solid 5 at the back, but then they just win everything.
Well, they have had some good results in this tournament and some good placements in this tournament. Eswatini semi-finalists back in 2002, 2003. Third place in 2016. Third place in 2021. So they are by no means strangers to going beyond the group stages. They've done it time and time again. Last time they did so was back in 2022 when they got up to the quarterfinals. Dudley reading that well. Good work to keep it alive by Cupido. Belebai getting on that bike. Cupido was placed on this near side. Others looking for the big target out to the far post in Eswatini. Well watched he was by the Eswatini defense. Now, Belebai fancies the going to defender. Byline, crossing, and it would have had Polanica, I'm concerned. All I can from Belebai last year, but go with the defender and gets the beating of him this time.
That's the Belebai that we saw from the beginning of the tournament, and he hasn't stopped what he's been doing well. That's a little shimmy there, and that was very unfortunate not to find a yellow shirt at the end. Even to find the back of the net.
I wonder if it came off, if it shaves the crossbar then. Eswatini with a real scare on that occasion. Now, here they are now looking to build going forward. Barbosa. He will be a real threat from a dead ball situation just outside of the box. The man wearing the number 8 jersey for Eswatini plays his club football for Tigers in New Hotspurs.
What is not working for Eswatini now is that they need to get an equalizer, and the more they push forward, the more they make a high likelihood of being caught on a counter. So they are playing a two-way devil's advocate approach. Should we go? Should we stay? What if? Kind of a...
They'll be looking for a Palace game here to try and be responsible defensively and still try and get onto the front foot. Last touch then coming off Andy Makakula. Operating in the middle of the park, wearing the number 10 jersey for Eswatini is Andy Makakula. Second appearance, third appearance in fact of the tournament. He's only had 62 minutes of play all in all in this year's tournament. Now, ball played in then. South Africa couldn't make the most of that ball in the box with the first touch in there. Eswatini able to clear. Ulesa Nishutodi. Funny enough, the highest scoring match for Eswatini was against the South Africans in a game that ended with a 5-1 scoreline in favor of South Africa. Eswatini not involved in a game with more goals in the history of the Cosafa Cup. Already went down here today, trying to find yet another burn during the defending. Well, comfortable save or stop, I should be say, for Bob Joint dealing with the cross coming in. Looking to twist burn this way and that here on this near side. Get the bite. Having let the comfort of scoring their first goal, they can be a bit more patient with their build-ups among the South Africans. Scoring goal, if you are just joining us from the corner, after having won 3 corners in quick succession, one after the other. third time's a charm. Again, having to be patient here, Eswatini, as they look to slowly build in the hope of opening up South Africa in the middle of the park to play through the departments. Nothing going for the time being as they try to pull over the top 10. Leg up, easy goal to make for the near side official. Well, there are more and more supporters that have made their way into this venue. In fact, outside the picture, more arriving as they look to get behind either South Africa, which I'm suspecting the bulk of the support will be. I'm pretty sure of that. Should be one or two out there that will be able to get behind Eswatini here. Here's Bruin. Now, actually done to work it into the box then for Eswatini again. Won't be allowed anything more than 1 or 2 touches as South Africa working away from the danger area. Just the 1 goal conceded by the South Africans so far in this tournament. How they'd love to keep racking up the clean sheets moving forward if they are to. Good movement out to that far side, 3 in the box, the ball in! Just beyond Smayoni's head. Do suspect he got a bit of a touch. But there's that man, Matuluri, on the move out to that far side, making a difference with those overlapping runs.
He wept in a beautiful cross, and this is the unfortunate part. A brace was looming, and that man again, Smayoni. Aerial tower.
Now there's Bota.
Interesting with Bota, it's just on his right, well, on his left, which is our right. There are also Zimbabwean flags. Remember, he was there singing and supporting Zimbabwe.
Yep.
So then this is time, he just said to them, this is time to support us too. Let's go. Good to see that.
Good to see indeed. Of course, he was with the fans from Lesotho yesterday at the Isaac Wilson Stadium. Eswatini able to keep it moving here.
Go.
Unlucky not to have been able to get onto the end of things out on that far side. Now, here's one of the players that's been impressive in this tournament, Matuluri. You picture a moment ago, operating in that right back position for the South Africans.
Speaking of South Africans, finally this group has a leader. Just when South Africa has been leading, so Botswana have just scored. And it's just going to be very interesting how it will turn out to be.
Well, they'll be keeping tabs on what's going on here and looking to do the business themselves here. So, Botswana scoring an important goal then to make it 1-0. And they are currently third in the group on if they're winning, they now moved up to 5 points. So they'll be tied on South Africa at the top of the group with 5 points. Again, patient stuff from Eswatini. South Africa allowing them to play just in front of their back four, just in front of their team here. Not really getting in positions to hurt the South Africans, not yet anyway. Again, good defending here on the near side, winning the goal kick. Eswatini have failed to score on 21 matches so far in the history of the Cosafa Cup. They'll be hoping for goals here today. And it's taken an eternity for Monty Border to get the ball rolling. Eventually he will. South Africa and Botswana currently topping the group, so as things stand in South Africa to have a foot in the knockout stage from the group. Now, bodies on the line from a South African point of view, then protecting on the board on the edge of the box with a few good blocks. Chance to push forward here for the South Africans through Ethan Brooks, spotting the space on the far side quickly. It kept moving here until a solid challenge comes in. Give away the throw-in.
That was a solid, fair tackle. Kenny, that's why you have got to be playing these games, because now Brooks is coming of age. He'll know that international football is different.
Now, throwing here for the South Africans. Already they do have 4 inside the box here, hoping for that near post flick on. Well, eventually played in the initial header. Goes to the men from Eswatini. Good hustle here to keep it alive on this near side. Shots coming in here from a South African point of view. Eventually no threat to Kolali Kamasko. Brooks, the Amazulu man, shooting over. Having a look at it again. And the pressure as he pulled the trigger, Brooks, so nothing coming over. That's a shot. Now, Eswatini looking for their best moment of the match. Just wide in with a shot that had but don't worry. Kameta had pushed forward a long way to get on to the end of this. Now, South Africa looking back at the miss from Eswatini. Determined to play it out from the back here of the South Africans. Here they are, looking to throw in this near side. They haven't been flowing all that much since finding the back of the net, mind you. Haven't seen Modise rolling up this left side on a good few occasions. In fact, it's Eswatini that seems to have slowed it down to their pace, to their liking this game. South Africa's best moments were inside the opening 5, where they had a good few corners and found the equalizer.
Now they don't press high anymore. They're sitting there. They're inviting Eswatini. They're going with the mid presses, where you need to press from the front, make them make mistakes, force them to play long balls, win all those long balls, let them come and attack them. Just one of those that you've got to have as a plan. Don't just hope. Use it as a plan.
As it stands here, is well, Botswana and South Africa on 5. Yes, South Africa edging out Botswana for the top spot. Every goal scored could change the scenario depending on who scores it. Well, there's a player down on the far side, and once again, it's Taban Sibanyoni, the goal scorer. Not for the first time in this match, and for the umpteenth time in this tournament.
Well, he made himself a target, because it's easy to know who Sibanyoni is. The man with the boots that don't look alike. The pink and the blue. Go for that man if you don't know who Sibanyoni is.
pass in their own half of the South Africans. Now they see plenty of it. Stops out of fair for the time being. Another player's gone down on the far side, not for too long. And that's why. Now, Eswatini with numbers wasn't far post ball played into them yet. So they're having numbers there defensively. So they concede the corner. Eswatini now getting into the game more and more with the ability to hold on to the ball.
South Africa must also be wary of the crosses coming from the right. It's not for the first time, Sizwe. They need to make sure that they cut the supply. Anything can happen, a deflection, and then before we know it's 1-1.
Well, they've got the option to go right here. Eswatini. Now, ball played in, and that's a chance! And, well, Eswatini. They were celebrating what was an equalizer. In the end, they would have had their hearts broken to see the flag down. Patient with they pulled up to a point where they were hoping to have found the breakthrough. Now, didn't look off to me, Max.
Didn't look offside at all. That was a well-worked move. That was a well-worked move. Anyone from Eswatini feeling that was a goal, I will say I'm on your side. That was a well-worked goal, Sizwe.
Well, a reminder of what the young men from Eswatini could do. Again, they're very patient, able to hold on to the ball and spray it about and wait for their moment to strike.
And maybe someone will say, why a well-worked goal? The nearest man to the bottom of your screen played him on. I just want to see who that is, but he was played on. Never made a run before the ball was played. That's what I wanted to check.
Now, Eswatini. That skill on the far side, so they've got space to turn here. Now numbers pushing forward into that final third. Now, looking for a penalty. And the referee was well placed there and far from convinced. Transfer the counter here. Good movement on the near side. Well watched defensively. Again, they watch out wide on this near side. Again, the cross, however, a disappointing one when you've got a man on the far post and the near.
That was overloaded. But this is just the wibbling. Look at that.
Man on the near side.
That was very tight, Sizwe. Very tight. And the assistant referee says that these things happen. That's a point of debate. I'm sure it will be debated throughout Eswatini, from all the way Babane and just all the corners.
Yep. One hour football is coming, or rather half an hour of football is coming on here. Challenge from behind here from Pili, so then with 3 targets in the box, the ball in deflected out for the corner. Early chance to get the cross coming in then. The Mbabane Swallows man out right of the steer side. Unable to lift the ball towards that far post. 6 in the box now. Upswinger towards the far post and they win the header. Just can't get over it. As it goes half the mark. Good contest on the far post involving the likes of Sibanyoni to try and put off the men from Eswatini when dueling for that ball in the air. Now, that's a good pass. Here's an excellent chance! Denied and cleared by Eswatini. Gama takes up a good position then and denies South Africa's chance to the second.
Just trying to see what Gama did right there because he just left his line, closed the angle. But what could have been done is the big question. Credit to Gama, yes, he made a good save, but maybe pull it back. The near post is closed, it's covered. There's no ways that you can score from there. And that's when South Africa got just wrong. That's a moment where Modise could have just thought of the other side.
Now, Eswatini will find the clock counting against them as we move into the latter stages of this first half. Whilst they have been patient in their attempts to try and turn things around here, they will need to speed things up just a bit here. They are to look for positives from their game. The fact that they haven't allowed the South Africans to run away with the game here will be a positive, but South Africa not quite done just yet. Matuludi. The likes of Brooks involved in with the ball eventually. They didn't going out for the throw. They were patient then when the South Africans in trying to find a yard for the cross. Matuludi getting involved more and more in the attacking play. Looking back at the goal. Corner from that side. They'll be looking for more of the same here.
And that's the corner that was taken by Matuludi. And then Sibanyoni glanced it, right it back past the keeper there.
He enjoyed that. Came close on a few occasions to finding the back of the net for country in this tournament. Will be overjoyed with the finish then. Now, up towards that far post is come up for South African loss, so goal kick it will be. Dodley scored the first goal for the South Africans early on in this tournament in Dodley. Nice cushion finish with the pass beyond the keeper. South Africa pushing forward and looking to get him behind that defense. Flag up for offside. Just off if he is.
After scoring that early, South Africa thought they would just score the second and the third, but Eswatini had other ideas. That is why now players are starting to get offside, because they're desperate.
Well then, He is a hard-working man in the middle of the park. Then here's Liam Burns. Proved that in the last match.
After Sibanyoni has scored, that's when Swaziland, Eswatini, thought that they have equalized. But that ball was played through the eye of the needle, as you would say,
Yep.
Sizwe, and it found the man. There's still a verdict out there to say, was it not? So the jury out there is going to tell. But I don't know, the Swazis feels it's in the back of the net because of legitimate reasons.
It will serve as a reminder to the South Africans of what the Swazi's could do in the efforts here to throw a spanner in the works and finish top of this group. Space to turn for Makakula. Now, South African down on the far side then. We suspect it's Sibanyoni again, who would have gone down for the third time in this first half.
He is and was going to always be the target man, and this time it looks like he was caught on the ankle and on that run there. Just when he turned, looks like he is just there. He just hurt himself there, Sizwe, and he is in real agony.
Well, he's hardly moved, Sibanyoni. He'll want to continue with this game to see if he can extend his scoring run. You look back at the likes of Mabasa last year, Rainers, men that were here representing South Africa that have gone on to do big things in the season gone by. Zimbabweans are here still. They were great yesterday out at the Isaac Wolfson Stadium. Made for quite an atmosphere. Both the Zimbabwean and South African supporters over the last couple of days were great. Well, they'll be loving this. This very much a sport-loving nation. Has been spoiled in recent times, what with the Springboks coming back to restart their season, the Proteas at the most recent World Cup in the T20, and the Cosafa Cup on just before that, the ABC Multiple League playoffs, just before that, the promotional playoffs for the DSTV Premiership. So there's been a lot of football since the regular season came to an end in May, not forgetting the World Cup qualifiers as well. And these nations involved, and there was a lot of football again played within the borders of South Africa, with a few nations, like of Lesotho, Namibia, playing their qualifiers in South Africa. Haven't really felt the effects of the off-season just yet. At the start of the tournament, in the initial interviews with the coaches, it was pretty much a common thread that all nations involved in this year's Cosafa Cup have one eye on this tournament and the other on the qualifiers, looking to beef up the senior squads. Now, Eswatini, again, probing here in the latter stages. Spanion turning into trouble. Ball one back in a good area here. Good work to win it back and move it upfield. Brooks involved. Lovely take on the move here on this near side. Superb work by Matuludi in keeping up with the danger. In fact, it's Modise with the top-notch play. The Chipper United man. Just 3 minutes added on. time beginning to run out in this first half for Eswatini as they probe. On the near side is Piliso now. Chancing there. Good reaction defensively from the South African captain then to concede the corner. Katlela looking to a breakthrough. Struggled in open play. What can they give us from a dead ball situation? Now, work on the far side initially, then one thought, but South Africa have won it back and look to kickstart a transition here in the time that remains. Just about a minute and a half remaining on the clock here. Chance to, well, eat away at some precious seconds. Over a minute remaining, and is Duatley with the clearance. Is what they enjoy the pitch, try and keep the pressure up here. Manana. Okay, Duatley getting it clear. Well, that's good work to win it back, and in the end, it could be a yellow card here for that foul. Ethan Brooks of Amazulu is the man that's wrestled to the ground here by Tibili Temavuso. Has been a very keen game up to this point with that yellow card now shown. End of a half where South Africa found the back of the net through Tabansi Banyoni after a corner and a good start with the succession of corners, 3 of them to be exact, but a third time lucky with Banyoni attacking the near post and getting the better of Akolani Kama. For Eswatini, they've been patient in their build-ups. They've had 1 or 2 moments that would have caused some serious concerns for South Africa at the back, but it looks as though it's the men in gold and green that are fully in control of this fixture for now. They have their own meeting before seeing off to Helman Kelele in the change room. And, well, on a day where we discover who goes on through to the knockout stages in Group A, it's South Africa that lead Eswatini with a scoreline of 1-0. As things stand, it's South Africa and Botswana that are on top. Keep in mind to register a best placed second finishing team here, Botswana or South Africa in this group will not have that chance, with Group B having seen Kenya finish on 6 points. But for now, it's South Africa that top the group and take up the spot in the knockout stages. Still, a lot of football to be played here. Botswana, Mozambique and Eswatini will be battling through to try and upset the way things look right now. Down to Marks.
Yes, that's the reason why Botswana is now just behind South Africa is that South Africa's draw was a 1-1 draw. So Botswana has been 2 goalless draws, so that didn't help their cause. For now, though, if they go on to win and South Africa don't progress from this, then it's it's a different story. Andy Lembenyan is here with me, my guest earlier, and continuing to talk about the game that we've just seen, the first half.
Yeah, as Bafana they started well. Because you see the first 2 minutes, I think they get 3 corners, which ended up being a goal, which is the show that they want to score goals today.
Interesting, he's talking about scoring goals today. But the interesting part again is starting like we want it, and few seconds, they got a goal on the 3rd minute, to be precise. And this is the moment where we just thought, now Sibanyoni is just going to grab a few for us.
Yeah, as I was saying, bringing Cupido there next to Sibanyoni is going to help the Bafana team, which is it does, and the connection that they have, Cupido and Sibanyoni. If the other one is outside, the other one is inside the box.
The execution of the header, he just didn't put his head there.
Yeah, aerially Sibanyoni is so good, and you can see mostly the Bafana players, they always get the balls to Sibanyoni so that they can play around.
We knew what he was doing, Sibanyoni, but the thing that we picked up is that there was no continuation of that momentum. After that, just like before the opening game, we thought they'll score 4-5 and then they got stuck there. Are they stuck here? What do you think?
All that remains
No,
is
we
to
can still
highlight
get
the
goals
best
here. We can still
version of your
get goals.
figure.
We just maybe
Salon,
need more
Honey
of
Beauty puts its
Velepai
expertise
showing
in this
himself.
area at your
But you can see the
disposal.
coach what he
Located
told
in
them, because you see
Johannesburg,
Modise
on
most of the time is
192
getting
Maya
the balls
Street,
to
in Germiston
Sibanyoni and
City,
Cupido.
in the Rainbow
Also on the
Nation,
other side, Matulidi,
Salon,
he's
Honey
also
Beauty
getting the
offers
balls
you a
into the
beauty
box,
clinic
and
that is
we
cleaner
just need
than
more
cleanliness.
of our wingers to wake up at the roads. But towards the end, roads are
Yeah, in fact, you've
From
always
head to
been
toe, braids,
singing praises
plant,
for
facial
Cupido.
treatment,
And this
manicure
is
and
where we
pedicure.
see him
Honey
making that
Beauty
run on
Salon,
the left-hand
truly
side.
a complete
That
range of
cross,
treatments
that was
for
very
real
close.
darlings.
Yeah, as I was saying, like
Soap
we're
washes,
dealing
but
with
Honey
crosses.
Beauty
Also,
Salon
Velepai,
makes
the
you
ball
clean.
that he put it in.
Honey Beauty.
I think
At La
we
Mama.
really need Velepai to take it down. That's what we want to see from him.
That's what we've just seen now from him. And he's been doing that all the time. But you might have noticed that he was getting frustrated, opening his arms and say, guys, I'm here. Play the ball to me and then I will ping in the crosses. Because they haven't been utilizing him the way he wants to play.
Yeah, they haven't been utilizing him because, as I see, like when Modise gets the ball, you want to get it straight to the strikers, which is I think they want to play on the second balls mostly. That is why most of the time they don't. He's frustrated, Velepai, because they don't play him more, because he wants to have a ball more so that he can get that confidence.
Talking about confidence, Swaziland or Eswatini got so confident that they started attacking us. And as they were attacking us, they almost scored. I would call it almost because the referee didn't give it. What's your take?
Yeah, with the player, with Mavuso, he's the one that is making them to play, the number 8. He's a good player. He's playing into spaces, which is the pass that he gave to his player.
You haven't been where I want you to be. Was it or was it not?
It is an offside. It is an offside.
It is offside, very tight. Just a thigh coming out.
Thigh.
Even though Sfiso, the coach of Eswatini, is not too happy and he's just waving the finger there and thinking, no, it's not.
You can see, he's not happy at all, you see. He thought maybe it's a goal, it's not offside, but it is offside. It is offside.
Yeah. In fact, by the way, what he has just done, you know the new rule. Any coach who's doing this gets a yellow card.
Yeah.
It's not acceptable.
No, it's not. It's not.
But then also Eswatini is a side that looked promising. We saw them just pressing Bafana. And that's the moment where we thought, where have they been now, so Eswatini? Because they've been allowing Bafana to press them. Now they look dominant, and including that moment, they should go that way all the time if they want to go toe-to-toe.
Yeah, even after we scored a goal, I think we more open on the middle, which is Liam is working alone in the middle. That is where you get Mavuso to get those balls in the middle. Also, Modise is getting covered by the captain, Dudley, which is he forced our captain to go outside, leaving the middle. Which is you have like Modise to play a bit close to the captain, not going out more.
There's been a good run also that we saw earlier on, and this is where we see there that attack. This is just where we look like yes, we are a decent side, but we are not consistent.
Yes, like this was a chance, a good chance indeed. As far as I know, the keepers, they always go down in balls like that. Maybe he should have chipped the ball. A good pass from Rhodes, maybe should have chipped the ball. But he was just unlucky, man, not to put it back out on the net.
Not only unlucky, but he is a defender, so he just saw the keeper there and wanted to score. And instead of just playing the ball across the two yellow jerseys that were just visiting the box to say, give it here.
Yeah, just to make it simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And simplicity is not a case with defenders, especially when they get to opposite side. You know that?
Yes, that's true. I know that, Promax.
And just when we're looking at this game in the first half, we're thinking it's not about this. It's about this and beyond. And beyond that is where Botswana is in action and leading by 1-0. If and should they just score the second, South Africa could be in trouble as we end this discussion.
Yes, because we really we need to get goals here. When you come back from the halftime, we need to get goals because it's also difficult for Mozambique there. Botswana, they're doing well there because they're still leading by 1-0. Yeah, as I was saying, it is a tough group.
Tough question.
Yeah. You can't say that this one is winning until the last whistle.
You say wrap up in the second half. The question is how? What should we do to just change everything that we saw in the first 45?
No, as I was saying, maybe on the winger we bring on side of roads we bring someone that is gonna go more also in the middle. Because I think in the middle we're a bit open now. That is why you find Mavuso to play those balls. Also their striker is also coming to collect those balls. I think we just letting Mavuso to play alone there.
Well, let's all play together and make a difference. Press as we started. And hopefully that will be the case in the second half.